my first visit to West Liberty, I came up as a really awkward, really quiet high school senior, and as soon as I walked in the door, I just felt so welcome. And since then, my journey through college has been the same way. It just felt like home from the moment I stepped on campus.
Hey guys, my name is Colin Lewis. I'm from Martinsburg, West Virginia. I'm a student here in the athletic training program at West Liberty, and today I'm going to take you to see what it looks like to be a student in this program. Right now I'm getting ice for Zach. He's a defensive tackle for West Liberty's football team, and he received a knee injury. So to treat this, we're going to give him a little bit of ice while he sits in class to help stop or slow down the inflammation process, and also to help with his pain. He's been having a lot of pain recently. Now we're going to go check out our orthopedic evaluation of upper extremities class with Dr. Hannah.
Review, guys. Remember, we're talking about the upper extremity and special tests, obviously. Today, we're going to work on the valgus varus test of the elbow. The medial upper condyle, the humerus, the lateral upper condyle, those are the common origin points, but those muscles run long bellies down across the wrist to flex, extend, obviously ulnar and radial deviate, okay?
Alright, let's go check out my modifications of exercise class.
Today we're going to cover a specific type of cancer. There are 4 primary types or classifications. So we're going to start in on carcinoma.
Professors are amazing here at West Lib. They really care about how much you learn, how much experience you're gaining through the program. The clinical experience is just all around amazing. You get to work with the football teams, you get to work with the basketball teams, you get to go off campus, work with PT clinics, doctors, hospitals. And outside of class, I'm a student ambassador. I'm about to give a tour right now, so let's go meet the family. Hey guys, I'm Colin Lewis. I'll be your tour guide today. How's it going? And I'm also the president of Alpha and Omega Men's Bible Study. I hope this gave you a look at what it's like to be in the athletic training program. For more information, please visit our website.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCAA's consent is prohibited.
We are live from the West Liberty Softball Complex for today's Day 2 of the 2019 NCAA Division II Atlantic 1 Regional softball tournament. The first game today will be Shepherd taking on Lock Haven. Both these teams won yesterday. Shepherd upending Mountain East Conference foe Concord, and then Lock Haven beating the #1 seeded West Liberty University. Tremendous job by Becca Slattery, pitching all 15 innings of that marathon game against the Toppers.
We were talking before we were on air right here. We said we thought she started throwing harder in the 15th inning than she did in the first inning. It's just an amazing effort by her to get her team to this game.
It's going to be very fun to watch because Shepherd had an unbelievable offensive game against Concord. They did everything possible that you could think of: small ball, the deep ball, hitting every gap, finding all those little open areas, blooping shots behind infielders, all kinds of things. But now they're going to face a very tough pitcher who had one of her best outings in the last game against the Hilltoppers. Should be a fun game. We'll take a look as the starting lineups are getting announced now. When we come back, we will take a look at the first pitch of this ball game on the West Liberty Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
I decided to go into pre-med at West Liberty because I knew it was a small, well-known program. I feel like I really do get the full college experience here at West Liberty, especially being a student athlete. It's so nice having the small class size and getting to know your professors. You still have that community aspect and you're meeting so many people, and there are so many different activities and clubs and organizations that you can be a part of outside of just athletics or even your major.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here from West Liberty University here at the West Liberty Softball Complex for our winners bracket matchup between Shepherd and Lock Haven. Shepherd is going to be your visiting team, as Lock Haven will have to be your home team for this game. Starting lineup for the Lady Rams is going to be Caitlin Konopka playing center field, Nicole Pertel playing third base, Ashley Berger is going to be playing shortstop, Connor Gilligan playing first base, Lori Sturgill will be playing left field, Rachel Taylor catching, Tori Seymour will be the DP, Leanne Brown playing second base, and then Morgan Cox playing right field. Pitching for the the Bald Eagles for Lock Haven is going to be the same pitcher she had yesterday, Becca Slattery.
Well, it's going to be an interesting matchup. We said in the open, these two teams kind of opposites of each other in that first game. I know the Bald Eagles were able to put up 5 runs late in extra innings against the Lady Toppers of West Liberty, but Shepherd all game long against Concord. The offense had it going. Are they going to be able to do it against the Atlantic Region's Pitcher of the Year and Becca Slattery, because she was phenomenal against the Lady Toppers yesterday. A big reason they have the record they have this year.
Yeah, especially you also want to wonder how much gas she's going to have in the tank. So we were told before the game she threw 256 pitches yesterday. That's just a crazy amount.
Yeah. And, I mean, we hear, you know that the arm motion in softball pitching is a little bit better for your arm, not as harmful as baseball motion, but still 256 pitches, and she's back the next day, 24 hours later, less than 24 hours later, to do it again.
As Konopka checks into the box, and we're going to have our first pitch. And right where she left off from yesterday, Slattery, first pitch comes in for a strike.
Now, we saw Shepherd play small ball early in that game yesterday against Concord. We'll see what they try to do against Slattery and the Lady Bald Eagles.
As Konopka takes that one down and in for a ball, 1-1.
And again, I'm sure they're not hoping for Slattery's health, or whatever you want to say, for her case, to not go 15 innings again today.
As that pitch is upstairs, makes it count 2-1.
Well, the weather, we did have a rain delay, but I think it could be worse than it is. I think we got off a little bit lucky today.
As Konopka down the left field line is going to be caught for out number 1. As the catch is out there by Amanda Chris for out number 1.
Chris on the run, on the move, able to make that catch. Very good left fielder, obviously. That's why she's in left field. But also a nice opposite field hit there. Contact for Caitlin Konopka.
As Nicole Pertel steps into the box here for the Lady Rams. She swings at the first pitch. Cue shot over the first baseman's head. Throw to first. It's not going to be in time. There's a runner on there for the Lady Rams. Ball wasn't hitting very hard, but hit them where they ain't, and that's what happens.
That's exactly what Shepherd did. Seemed like they did all game yesterday against Concord and the Mountain Lions. They really seemed to put the ball every single time where Concord was not. You saw Konopka try to do that opposite field hit to the left field. The first at bat did not do it, but luckily for Shepherd, Purcell was able to do it to right field.
As Berger steps into the plate, and she's going to look at the first pitch for a ball, 1-0.
And you know, yesterday the Lady Toppers were able to get quite a few runners on base, but Lady Bald Eagles were able to keep them left on base, and you saw a good reason why right there.
As a little bit of a cue shot hit there by Berger to the first baseman. He's going to catch it, try to step on the bag, can't get the double play, but nevertheless, 2 down here in the top of the first.
Great awareness there by Carpenter. I mean, I think she was already on her way to first base to try to get that second out before, you know, at least her mind was there that she was going to go there before she even caught the ball.
Now stepping in is the big hitter of yesterday is Connor Gilligan. She hits a line drive to the shortstop. It's going to be gathered in there, and that's going to be the end of the top of the first tier. We'll be back for the bottom of the first tier on the West Liberty Sports Network.
In life, there's a time for everything. If you're looking for an education, the time is now, and the place is West Liberty University, where a quality education and career-based learning awaits you. The metro rate and $5 million in scholarships makes a quality education possible. We're living on campus, joining clubs, cheering for the Hilltoppers, and enjoying our beautiful campus give you the total college experience. It's all here at West Liberty University. Caring, quality, affordable, total college experience.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting lineup for the Lock Haven Bald Eagles. It's going to be the shortstop, Faith Seeley, third baseman, Chloe Kennedy, center fielder, Becca Caputo, Casey Carpenter, the first baseman, Rachel Krakowski is your designated player, Amanda Chris playing left field, Mathis doing the catching, Becca Slattery on the mound, and then Tracy Kromko is playing second base. As pitching for the Lady Rams is going to be Taylor Stocks.
Well, we saw Stocks for Shepherd warming up in the bullpen yesterday. Never got a chance to come in and pitch, but we did see her in the bullpen. They thought about using her, but again, Shepherd had a big win against Concord. Didn't really need to put another pitcher in there or use her. So now she's fresh for today's game as the Shepherd Lady Rams try to get their second win and advance to the regional championship tomorrow afternoon. And that's a big one. I mean, whoever wins today's game is guaranteed that spot in the championship tomorrow.
Yeah, stepping in the box for the Bald Eagles is number 15, Faith Seeley. She's going to take the first pitch in there for a strike. Seeley is really a fast runner on the bases, as she shows that little bit of a slap ability when she comes up to the plate.
She absolutely does. And you see that a little bit with both of these teams.
Line drive right at, the person we talked about for the whole game yesterday, Connor Gilligan, makes a line drive catch for out number 1.
And yesterday it was with the bat, now it's with the glove. And you know what, yesterday she made some plays with the glove as well. We talked about how a lot of sports you talk about defense, helping out offense, and getting those offensive opportunities. For her is very much the same. She got the 3-run shot and then made a couple great defensive plays at first base, and another one there today.
As the first pitch is in there against Chloe Kennedy, the third baseman for the Bald Eagles. As the 0-1 swing up the middle, going to be a can of corn out there in center field for Caitlin Konopka, and that's going to be out number 2.
Yeah, you know, we're kind of seeing this quick first inning so far. It wasn't a 1-2-3 in the top half of the first for Lock Haven, but it was a very quick inning, or at least top half of the inning, and now the same for Shepherd. See if they can go 1-2-3.
As Becca Caputo steps in she hits a line drive to right field. That one's going to drop in for a single there for Caputo, as 1-2-3 inning is not going to be happening this time around. As stepping to the plate now is going to be the first baseman, Casey Carpenter, for the Bald Eagles. As Stocks on the rubber, gets her sign, and the pitch, foul ball, back to the screen. Not the first time we've said that during this regional tournament.
Not at all.
That foul ball moves the count to 0-1. As it looks like with the wet conditions on the outside of the field, the catcher might have slipped and it's coming up a little lame.
Hopefully that is Rachel Taylor. She does have a smile on her face, though.
Had a little bit of a laugh there.
Her gonna call it Connor Gilligan. A high five, and you can still see Rachel Taylor with a smile on her face. Then she turns around back to the pitcher. Now even Taylor Stocks is smiling, so everything must be good in Shepherd land.
As back to business here for the Lady Rams. The 0-1 from Stocks. High, ball 1. As was peering out into the bullpen, it looks like the Lady Rams already have someone up in the bullpen. Might be for a later inning, maybe just get some work in. As the 1-1's going to be hit up the middle. Little bloop shot's going to be caught by the shortstop for the Lady Rams. A good play there by Ashley Berger. But that's going to do it for the first inning of work here in the Atlantic Regional Game 3 of the winners bracket. We'll be back for the top of the second here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
Get connected with West Liberty University by following us on social media. Look up Discover West Lib on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. Stay connected with campus events, news, and information on your favorite social media platforms with videos and photos from around campus. Don't miss any of the Hilltop happenings. Get connected with West Liberty University today. Caring, quality, affordable. The total college experience.
So I came to West Liberty because I received a full scholarship and I will be graduating with no debt. You don't have to be an accountant to realize that coming to a school with zero debt is the best way to do it. West Liberty was just the most affordable option for me.
We are back here for the top of the second here on the campus of West Liberty at the West Liberty Softball Complex. Coming to the plate for the Lady Rams is going to be number 33, Lori Sturgill.
And you know, it's kind of difficult. I know Connor Gilligan had a big game at the plate yesterday for the Lady Rams, but it's kind of difficult not to talk about everyone for this Ram at the plate because they did such a good job, every single one of them. I mean, all those open spots, they found all of them.
As Slattery's first pitch is going to be up and away, but as you said, we're talking about Sturgill here. She only gave up 2 runs yesterday on the mound. She did a great job pitching, especially when they were thinking about taking her out and they kept her in. She just proved why they should have kept her in. As she's going to hit a liner back to the screen.
Tournament-style softball like this, you want to save your arms, as many of you got. So if you got a starter that can go the distance in game 1 and guarantee you that victory, it's kind of exact same thing that Lock Haven did with Slattery, making sure they win the big game 1.
Speaking of Slattery, she gets the count to go to 1-2 after that foul back to right in front of us. This is where she can be so dangerous because she puts a lot of movement and she just throws the ball even harder than anyone else, it seems like. It's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Slattery gets her first strikeout of the game.
You know, we talked about it already on air. The fact that in the 15th inning against West Liberty yesterday, she was still throwing just as hard, maybe harder than she was when the game started. After 256 pitches.
As a catcher, Rachel Taylor steps into the box, and she's going to take that pitch for a strike. She looks like she's okay after that little bit of a tumble right here. Off and to the right to us. As the 0-1 from Slattery is going to be in there for a strike. Count moves to 0-2 here. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Quick work that at bat for Slattery, displaying more of her dominance.
And she's in a rhythm. They're throwing the ball around the infield. She goes, nah, give it back to me. I'm feeling it. As number 16, Tori Seymour is in the game, is up to the bat right now, and she's going to take a strike for strike 1.
That was a very good off-speed pitch from Slattery.
As the 0-1. Be a foul ball. Back count is 0-2.
Seymour able to fight that one off and went from off speed to a pretty good rising fastball. She just had to fight it off as best she could.
Slattery here looking to strike out the sign. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One pitch away from the immaculate inning. But that's going to do it for the top of the second here. We'll be back for the bottom of the second here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro.
That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
We're back here for the bottom of the second inning here. We're knotted up at zeros right now. Todd, what have you seen so far? It's really caught your eye.
Well, I mean, the pitching has done just a tremendous job so far. Not too surprising on the side of Lockhaven because of Slattery and knowing her pedigree and what she's able to do. But again,
moves to the bottom of the second.
Lockhaven struggled to get runs through 15 innings. Finally got those 7 runs, but 5 of them came in 1 inning late innings against West Liberty. So nothing too surprising right now with the score after just 1.5 innings being what it is, 0-0 still.
Stepping in the plate for the Bald Eagles is going to be their designated player, number 7, Rachel Grakowski. Grakowski takes ball 1 outside. As Stock winds for the 1-0. Foul back to the screen, moves the count to even, 1-1.
Well, this is going to be a big challenge for Taylor Stocks because she's going up against one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the region.
As Stock throws that up and in cutter, moves the count to 1-2.
Yeah, take it as a personal challenge when you're the counterpart on the mound there. Try to keep your team in it just by yourself.
As Stock goes for the 1-2. Same pitch, just a little bit up the ladder on that one, moves the count to 2-2.
We'll see if she does have a ball to give, of course, so see if she tries to get her to chase something out of the zone.
Krakowski's in the box, the 2-2. Fly ball in the infield. Second baseman for the Lady Rams calls her off for the catch. Leanne Brown moves to 1 out now.
That'll bring up left fielder number 5, Amanda Chris.
As the left fielder number 5, Amanda Chris, steps into the box here with 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Shepherd trying to repay the favor to Lockhaven, make it a quick inning.
As the first pitch is just going to be up for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 from Stocks. Line drive, a little bit of a bloop single up there in the middle, but it's going to be caught for out number 2. A good play there by Berger, really, because as I said off the bat, it looked like it was coming off a little bit harder. It just died in the thick air. The wind up here just came right down for a great catch.
Yeah, the wind again, just like yesterday, not quite as bad at this point right now, but still going from right field to left field across the outfield, across the entire field.
As stepping in is going to be the bald eagle catcher, Madison Mathis. Swings at this for pitch right here, moves the count to 1-1 after taking that first pitch for a ball.
Batters being aggressive here for both of these teams.
As Mathis hits one semi far down, probably about mid outfield there, foul over the fence in right field. Counts now 1-2. Stock with the pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2.
Even count now. Mathis able to work herself back to it.
Counts even now at 2-2. Stock for the pitch. Fly ball right field, can of corn there. That will end the second inning here on the West Liberty Sports Network. We'll be back for the top of the third here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
Nothing but zeros here on the board here on the West Liberty softball complex here for the Atlantic Regional here in game 3 of the winners bracket game here, game 3 of this tournament right now. Todd, a lot of great pitching thus far. Is there anything else you think it's atoning for this score?
Well, you know, when you see every single one of these balls that were hit, there's only one hit for each team so far. Purtell for Shepherd, Caputo for Lockhaven. Every ball that's been hit, even if it's been hit sharply, it's been right at somebody.
Stepping to the plate for the Lady Rams is going to be the second baseman, Leanne Brown. Brown shows bunt here, pulls back for ball 1.
We talked about it with Shepherd in their game against Concord yesterday. All the hits, the big sharply hit line drive shots were into the gaps, open areas. Today, nobody having that luck.
Slattery throws the 1-0 in from the outside corner for a strike. Count moves to 1-1. Brown shows bunt again. Go off the catcher's glove and go out of play. Doesn't matter, it's just a ball. Count goes to 2-1. Now 2-1 from Slattery. Ground ball up the middle, right to Slattery herself. Does the work herself, gets out number 1.
No problem for Slattery defensively either, able to field her position. She's no slouch at the plate either. She's a little bit of do-everything type of softball player.
As the last batter for the Lady Rams steps to the plate, that's going to be the right fielder, Morgan Cox. As she's a slap hitter herself. She's going to slap it to the second baseman of the Bald Eagles on to first for out number 2. Quick work here thus far for Becca Slattery.
Every inning has been so far for her. And now we're back to the top of the order for Shepherd. And with, 1 out remaining in the third, that would mean there's only been 1 hit so far, as we said, for Shepherd. So great job so far for Slattery.
As you mentioned, the Lady Rams roll the order here, and that's up to the plate. Now it's going to be the center fielder, Caitlin Konopka. as she takes ball one high.
We saw her yesterday use her speed to an advantage like she should.
As she takes ball two inside. Count moves to 2-0.
You can see her feigning that bunt and waiting for a good pitch to use it, because I really don't think, even if you get to that ball when you want to or do everything how you're supposed to on a bunt defensively, I don't know if you're going to be able to throw her out.
The 2-0 to Konopka is going to be in there for a strike. Count moves to 2-1.
And smart, still smart by Konopka, making sure, make her throw you a strike before you take a good hack.
Showing bunt from the get-go here as Konopka lines it down towards the third base dugout. It's going to be foul. Count moves to 2-2.
Now she's got a little bit better idea, fouling that one off a little bit late. Start that swing just a tad sooner. We'll see if Slattery tries to go off speed with this one.
Come on, go. Slattery's 2-2. Strike three, inside corner. That's going to do it here for the top of the third inning. We'll be back here for the bottom of the third inning here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
In life, there's a time for everything. If you're looking for an education, the time is now, and the place is West Liberty University, where a quality education and career-based learning awaits you. The metro rate and $5 million in scholarships makes a quality education possible. We're living on campus, joining clubs, cheering for the Hilltoppers, and enjoying our beautiful campus give you the total college experience. It's all here at West Liberty University. Caring, quality, affordable, total college experience.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in the bottom of the third inning of a 0-0 score thus far here in the Atlantic region. Winners bracket game right now. Game 3 of the Atlantic 1 regional. Stepping to the plate, you have zeros on the board. Why not put the person that's got us there? Becca Slattery is now in the batter's box.
And again, we talked about it. She's no slouch at the plate either. She is an all-around, very good softball player, and the warm-up that she has still makes me laugh. She's a lefty at the plate, throws lefty, but her practice swings are right-handed.
As Slattery swings and misses at the first pitch for a strike. Stocks' 0-1 pitch. Up, fly by Slattery, going towards the fence, and that one will land out of play.
Somebody threw a football at the softball as it was coming to the ground well out of play. Don't know who it was. That was interesting. Wasn't expecting to see that.
Stocks is 0-2. It's going to be outside for ball one.
Yeah, smart pitches there. Expect to see some more off the plate possibly here, because at a 1-2 count, he got something to give up.
Fly ball left field. Not going to be deep enough. It's going to be corralled by the left fielder. Left fielder there for Shepherd is Lori Sturgill, the pitcher yesterday. That's going to be a long out, number 1.
That was a really good cut there for Becca Slattery, but not enough oomph, and the wind has kind of died down a little bit now as well, not helping her out on that one.
As the last batter for the Bald Eagles, Tracy Kromko, steps up to the plate, and she's going to take ball 1.
Kromko is going to stay patient as well. As I've been impressed with all the hitters for all 4 of these teams in this Atlantic 1 regional.
As Kromko takes a cut at the second pitch there, is going to swing and miss. Count moves to 1-1.
Just their patience at the plate. All of these teams are very disciplined and intelligent, just batters, hitters. It's been impressive to see in these few games so far.
The 1-1, it's just going to be outside. Count moves to 2-1.
Come on, TK.
Stocks 2-1. It's going to be low and inside. Count moves to 3-1.
Well, good job there. It's now time for Kromko to try to see a good pitch.
That's the 3-1 to Kromko. Fouled back to the screen. Count moves to full now.
Yeah, that was right down the pipe. She saw a good one she wanted, just barely missed it.
Stock step back, regains herself. As the full count pitch is in. Fly ball is going to be another foul ball.
Similar to the pitch before. Now it's a battle.
Top of the order up next for the Bald Eagles. The 3-2 once again. Outside ball 4. Bald Eagles have a base runner here in the bottom of the third.
And now everybody for Lock Haven has seen Stock's pitch, or pitches at least one time through already. And on the other hand, it also gives Shepherd that opportunity for the inning-ending double play.
Face Seeley up into the box now. She's going to be a tough player to double up here with the speed she has. As the ball falls backwards out of the pitcher's hand. As I believe that's just going to be an illegal pitch, and that's just going to be a ball.
Yeah, 1-0. They're going to change up softballs. Maybe a little bit of moisture on there.
That's not something you're going to see in every other softball game you're going to watch. I think that might be the first time I've ever actually seen that play ever happen.
Player runner out.
Line drive down the left field line. That one's going to land just foul. As it's just an exciting strike there.
I got the Lock Haven crowd here pretty excited. I thought it was going to be fair for a second there.
Counts now 1-1 to Seeley. Seeley's going to take the 1-1 load to make it 2-1.
That one was very close. That one was right on the edge. Seeley, though, able to get it to a favorable count again.
Has Stocks 2-1. It's going to be a fly ball right center field. It's going to be caught by the center fielder there, and the center fielder is Caitlin Konopka for out number 2.
Oh, Konopka again showing off her speed. Made that short little pop-up into the outfield look pretty easy to get to. Had to go a pretty good distance to get there as well.
Stepping into the plate, it's going to be the third baseman, Chloe Kennedy, for the Bald Eagles. And she's going to take that pitch low and in for a ball.
Oh, coming up next, if there is no out in this at-bat, Caputo has the only hit so far for Lock Haven in this ball game, and if she gets back up again, she'll have 2 base runners on.
As that pitch is going to be in there on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Ground ball to the third baseman, Pertel, over to Gilligan at first, and that will end the book here for the third inning. Our score, we got 0-0 here for Lock Haven and Shepherd. We'll be back here for the 4th inning on the West Liberty Sports Network.
I decided to go into pre-med at West Liberty because I knew it was a small, well-known program. I feel like I really do get the full college experience here at West Liberty, especially being a student athlete. It's so nice having the small class size and getting to know your professors. You still have that community aspect, and you're meeting so many people, and there's so many different activities and clubs and organizations that you can be a part of outside of just athletics or even your major.
Being a champion takes more than skill. More than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Top of the 4th here in this one Atlantic region game here. As stepping in and makes the last defensive play, happens to be up here in the top of the fourth. It's going to be no other than the third baseman for the Lady Rams, Nicole Pertel.
Pertel, also the only Lady Ram with a hit so far in this ball game.
As she's going to take the second pitch of this bat high, 2-0.
So far, so good again for Pertel.
She's going to take the second pitch, the third pitch of this bat low here is going to be 3-0, and that's the one thing we've noticed with Slatter. She doesn't walk a whole lot of people. When she starts walking people is when she starts to get into a little bit of a trouble. As it's going to be ball 4 low. That one looked pretty good from up here, but the umpire obviously has the better view than both of us.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk on that one for Slattery. Kind of surprising, but, you know, again, we've seen her in these situations before with West Liberty. Runners on base, it doesn't really matter. She's able to battle back, and at the end of the day, she's going to be able to do her job. We'll see if Shepard can keep her from doing it this time.
As Ashley Berger steps up to the box, she's looking to bunt. As we mentioned, that Shepard likes to play a little bit of small ball here, but pitch comes in a little too hot for her to bunt off the bat into the screen. Count moves to 0-1.
Yeah, I don't blame Shepard one bit for playing that small ball style. They've got a lot of team speed. You gotta take advantage of what you're good at.
As ball comes in a little high, Berger pulls back the bunt. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. Bunt is going to get down. Perfect push bunt there by Berger. Everybody's safe. Now brings up the most dangerous hitter in this game that from what we've seen is going to be Connor Gilligan.
Yeah, unbelievable bunt there for Berger. She, like you said, perfect placement. Carpenter just unable, just out of her reach. And second baseman Kromko unable to get to the bag before the base runner could get there. But here we go. Slattery, again, tough position now. 2 on, no outs, and a big-time batter at the plate.
As Gilligan's going to take that pitch high, 1-0. The question I was going to have before she stepped in the box, you think she would bunt here to get runners on second and third, but it doesn't look like it after that first pitch.
Yeah, you don't want to take the bat out of one of your best hitters' hands. Well, there it is.
And everybody is safe there. Caught off guard there is the second baseman, Kromko. Now the bases are juiced with nobody out.
Yep, and now coming up, Lori Sturgill. We saw her on the mound yesterday. And like we talked about with Slattery, no slouch at the plate for Slattery, no slouch either for Lori Sturgill. We'll see if she can empty at least one of the bases here. She's going to have a big opportunity with no outs. Even get that sac fly if she needs to.
As after the meeting there on the mound, Slattery's going to get ready to toe the rubber again. Infield in, everyone besides the shortstop here. And now she comes in. Fly ball, shallow center field, actually going to stay in the infield. The infield fly rule is in effect. Now it's going to be out number 1.
Well, that's probably the worst case scenario of what could have happened, maybe besides a strikeout. That way, no runners advance, no possibility of runners advancing. So that one was a tough one to take for Shepard with no outs.
As Rachel Taylor, the catcher, comes to the plate, just needs to get something out of the infield here to drive in a run for the Lady Rams. Taylor's going to take the first pitch high, 1-0.
Taylor's going to go back to the old, I keep saying it, make her throw you a strike first.
As Slattery has seemed to struggle with finding the strike zone. She's been around it, but not in it. Suicide squeeze. It's going to be caught by the catcher, and all of a sudden you go from bases loaded, nobody out, to bases loaded, 2 outs. And Slattery might be looking to try to pull a little bit of a Houdini act here.
Mathis, an unbelievable job. Just athleticism, awareness, vision, knowing where that ball was to get over there and make the catch. We saw something similar like that with Kat Donzella with the Lady Toppers yesterday, making a catch off a foul tip, a bunt, and then throwing a person out at first.
as Tori Seymour's going to take strike one. Seymour's no slouch of hitter either. She had 2 RBIs yesterday and a big hit for Lady Rams yesterday.
Another big moment.
It's going to be fouled back to the screen. Count moves to 0-2. The 0-2. Foul tipped. Count's going to remain 0-2 as the catcher Mathis couldn't hang on to that one.
Yeah, it's going to be... She's really going to need to fight a lot of these pitches off as Seymour because of the 0-2 count. We saw it a lot yesterday in both the games.
0-2 is going to be popped up. Mathis lays out. Oh, just cannot hang on to the ball as we are still here, 0-2.
Wow, you want to talk about effort on that one for Mathis. She had it full extension out in her glove and just snow coned out of it. Unfortunate, but still the effort play there from Mathis, incredible.
As we move here, the 0-2 again from Slattery. The pitch. Dribbler to the third baseman, fires on to first. Houdini it is. That's going to end it for the top of the 4th here. As we'll be back for the bottom of the 4th here. Maybe a run will be scored, and maybe it won't. We'll find out next here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieve a lot of the financial burden.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% will go pro.
That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs, no private jets, no fan clubs, no Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but zeros on the scoreboard right now between this matchup between Shepherd and Lockhaven. Todd, what are some of the things you've seen in this game?
Well, again, the hits, the sharply hit balls that we've seen, they've been right at defenders. Great pitching so far. And, you know, we saw it this last half inning where Shepherd had the bases loaded. Slattery, again, able defensively to make sure nobody gets a run across the plate. We saw it yesterday against the Lady Toppers from Slattery. We see it again against Shepherd today. She is one special pitcher.
As Becca Caputo steps into the box here for the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th, going to be taken for a ball.
Caputo, the lone Lockhaven Lady Bald Eagle to have a hit so far in this ball game. Try to make it 2.
As a 1-0. It's going to be in there for a strike. Count evens up to 1-1.
Lockhaven does have someone in the bullpen right now. We saw that some yesterday too, but it did not change.
As ball is up for ball 2.
Take your pitch here.
Caputo takes a hack of that one. Count moves to 2-2.
Yeah, could not quite catch up to that high fastball.
Let's go, Tucson.
Caputo looks for the 2-2. Fouls back directly in front of us. As we're still at 2-2.
And again, she's going to battle these off. Stocks is still throwing pretty hard herself.
The 2-2. Strike 3, outside corner, sits her down, looking. That's going to be the first out here of the bottom of the 4th.
Great pitch, a lot of velocity on that one, and paints the corner. And gets a little bit of revenge on the only player to get a hit off for this afternoon.
As moving in now, it's going to be the first baseman, Casey Carpenter. As she's going to take that pitch for a ball. Stock with a little bit of a grin back to the umpire because I think she knows that was the pitch she just got a strikeout on.
Oh, you're going to love that.
That's the 1-0 now. It's going to be a little pop-up there. It's going to land fair, then roll foul. Smart play there by the catcher, Taylor, just knowing that it's going to be tough to get anyone out with that ball hanging in the air as long as it did. Good positioning here, letting the ball hit and fair, roll foul. Good communication between everyone that was involved in that process. Nevertheless, count moves to 1-1.
Yeah, moves it back to even, and Carpenter probably thought she might have had a little bloop single there.
As she hits one up in the air, this one looks like it'll stay in play. Second baseman over for the Lady Rams. That's going to be Leanne Brown. Makes a great catch for out number 2.
Well, we'll see if Shepherd can do another 1-2-3 inning. Brings to the plate Kokoski.
Stock's first pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. Kokoski in the box, looks at the 1-0, fouled off to right in front of the third base dugout. Count's going to be 1-1.
Boy, and you know, with a lot on the line right now, again, the winner of this game moves on to the regional championship, or the Atlantic 1 regional championship tomorrow. And this game is getting later and later without a single run. Do the nerves start building up?
Not really the nerves, I would say. It's just, you know, someone's going to have to do something big now. It's not going to be, hey, we're hitting the ball very well right now. We're going to have to do, someone's going to have to do something big. As that's a big pitch right there. That's going to end the 4th inning. We're scoreless here through 4 here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the top of the 5th. If you can see the scoreboard there in the background here at the West Liberty Sports or Softball Complex, zeros all across it.
Yeah, this has been a obviously low-scoring game, but we've seen these teams, both of them, get bursts of offense in their first games yesterday. Shepherd against Concord, Lock Haven against West Liberty.
As in the box right now for the Lady Rams is Leanne Brown. She's going to take the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
And we'll see if one of those bursts of offense, which one comes first and which team is able to do it.
Fly ball center field. Back going as a center fielder is going to be caught for out number 1. Allowed out number 1 as it is. As Slattery just continues to prove that she's the real deal.
And again, another ball that was sharply hit directly at somebody for the most part. Caputo did have to move a little bit to get that one, but not a ton.
Also a little bit of bad luck hitting it to the deepest part of the park. Might have been out if it was hit the left field.
Yeah.
As Morgan Cox now steps into the plate, the Lady Ram right fielder. She shows bunt here. It's going to be fouled back. Count goes to 0-1.
They're at the bottom of the order now, but they've got similar hitters going back and forth for Shepherd. Now Cox now, and then Konopka right after her.
As the pitch is in there for a strike, count moves to 0-2.
Now she's going to have to battle. The bunt may be out of question, not an option at this point with the 2 strikes.
It's going to be fouled back. This time when we say directly, I think Todd flinched a little bit when it came back at him.
It wasn't a little bit. That one was coming directly for my nose, and luckily that netting was there.
Count as 0-2 yet again. Slattery's pitch. Fly ball might be coming out of play. That one, we're talking about we must be ball magnets today, because that one landed at probably about 5 feet to the right of me.
You know, we had a lot of foul balls go out of play yesterday, but pretty much all of them either hit the football field or went to the parking lot on the right field side.
Slattery's 0-2 again. This one's going to be high, moves the count to 1-2.
I got to see if she'll try to chase something a little bit out of the zone. That was more than a little bit out of the zone, but see if she'll chase after something.
Makes me wonder, because how many pitches she threw yesterday, if she doesn't want to throw those waste pitches anymore. As there's another one that goes up and out, moves the count even to 2-2.
That one, I think she was trying to paint the corner with an off-speed pitch there. It was a good off-speed, but just a little bit too high and outside.
The 2-2 to Cox here. It's going to be popped up out of play here to the left side. Just as you mentioned it, a foul ball that almost rolls onto the football field. As just a reminder, coming up next year, about 40 minutes after this game, it's going to be Concord versus West Liberty in an elimination game. So 2-2. Another foul, one back to the screen. It's a little bit of a battle rolling on here.
It definitely is the last hitter in the lineup for Shepherd. She's in a real battle with Slattery right now.
Slattery's 2-2. It's going to be just foul tipped again. A great off-speed pitcher from Slattery. It's just going to be slapped at by Cox and just barely got a piece of it. Count remains 2-2.
And this is what I've talked about with all 4 teams here at this Atlantic 1 Regional. The discipline at the plate, the intelligence at the plate. If they're down in the count, they just battle and battle and battle with all these foul tips to get it back favorable.
As this one's going to be in play here to the right fielder. That's going to be caught for out number 2. Some good communication out there in the outfield, and an even better catch by the right fielder, Brian Hilty.
Now it's Konopka's turn, top of the order, but with 2 outs already in the inning, this might be a little bit too much to ask here for Shepherd, especially against Slattery.
First pitch is going to be inside for a ball. As we keep mentioning in between innings here, not a lot of hits going on either. Very clean game. That pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 2-0.
Lock Haven's just 1 of 13 as a team, where Shepherd 2 of 16 so far.
The 2-0. Fly ball going to the fence as a third baseman. That one's just going to barely land out of play. Count as 2-1.
Well, you could definitely see Lock Haven third baseman Chloe Kennedy rushing into foul territory, wanting to get that final out of this inning.
As Slattery's on the rubber here. The 2-1. It's going to be fouled back to the screen. Evens the count up at 2-2. A little bit of a deuces wild situation here. Not as wild as some of the other things, but we got a 2-2 with 2 outs here. Showing bunt. This Konopka pulls back. It's going to be fouled, that one right in front of her. A little indecision there, a little bit of a late swing just to get a piece of it. The count's going to remain 2-2.
Yeah, just fight it off, and wait for a good one. And as a leadoff hitter, again, Konopka doing a good job. Again, shows that discipline and intelligence as the #1 hitter.
As this one's going to be in play here, third baseman is going to hang on to it. Another can of corn there, as we're going to be finished here with the top of the 5th inning. The bottom of the 5th coming up next here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
In life, there's a time for everything. If you're looking for an education, the time is now and the place is West Liberty University, where a quality education and career-based learning awaits you. The metro rate and $5 million in scholarships makes a quality education possible. We're living on campus, joining clubs, cheering for the Hilltoppers, and enjoying our beautiful campus give you the total college experience. It's all here at West Liberty University. Caring, quality, affordable, total college experience.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
It's the bottom of the fifth here at the West Liberty Sports Complex here in this winner's bracket game here for the Atlantic Regional. Winner of this game will go to the championship game tomorrow, as a loser will have to wait to see who they play later today in an elimination game.
The loser of this ball game will play the winner of the game coming up after this between West Liberty and Concord. Whoever loses the game between Concord and West Liberty, their season is over. It's a double elimination tournament here, and that would be the second loss for either one of those teams.
Leading off for the Bald Eagles here in the bottom of the fifth. Left fielder, number 5, Amanda Chris.
As right now, the left fielder for the Bald Eagles, Amanda Chris, is in the box. She's going to take the first pitch in there for a strike. We've been talking about Slattery a lot for today's game. We got to give a lot of credit here to Stocks, because there's still a bunch of zeros on the scoreboard.
We talked about it a little bit early on, that maybe that she felt like she had to pitch well, especially against Slattery, knowing what she did yesterday against West Liberty, and she is absolutely stepping up to that challenge today.
As the 1-1. Fly ball center field. Konopka's camped underneath it. That's going to be out number 1.
Another ball to the outfield, hit directly to an outfielder. Just unlucky for a lot of these hitters today. And again, you got to give credit to both the pitchers.
As the catcher, Madison Mathis, steps up to the plate. She's going to swing the first pitch. Infield fly there to Connor Gilligan. And before you know it, we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, first pitch swinging there. And, sometimes, especially in matchups like this where it seems like it's a struggle to get some hits, throw the pitcher off a little bit, try to swing. If it's something good you feel like you can hit, might as well take a hack at it.
As now the pitcher for the Bald Eagles, Becca Slattery, steps into the box. She's going to take the first pitch low for a ball.
Pitcher versus pitcher. This is going to be interesting to see if Slattery can do some damage at the plate.
She's going to hit a foul ball back to the screen. Count is now 1-1. The 1-1 here to Slattery. Low and in. Ball trickled to the backstop. Count rolls to 2-1.
Oh, good battle here. Especially late here in this ball game. It's getting to the point where every pitch is kind of critical now.
Pitch is going to be up, just a little bit up here. Count is going to be 3-1 now. On the on-deck circle is going to be the last batter for the Bald Eagles, as we look. Slattery hits one deep to center. It doesn't matter anyway. We'll see Kromko hit up here in the bottom of the 6th. Well, that's it. We're through 5 here. We are scoreless here on the West Liberty Sports Network. think I've said this multiple times here, Todd. Zeros all across the board here as we move to the top of the 6 here at the West Liberty Softball Complex. As we keep mentioning, the winner of this game will move to the regional final.
And the way this game has been played, it is a pitcher's duel. I don't think anybody can be too upset saying, well, hey, this game isn't entertaining, anything like that, because it really has been. Even though there's not been any runs scored, only a few hits, it still really has been an entertaining ball game because these teams, we know how good these teams really are, and it's fun to watch this battle.
I'm enjoying this, as you just said you are. Imagine all the fans here watching. Everyone's on the edge of their seats here. But here we move here. Someone's going to have to score eventually, as leading off for the Lady Rams is hitting is going to be the third baseman, Nicole Pertel. She's going to take the first pitch for a strike.
I think everybody knows Lockhaven not afraid to go into extra innings. They went to 15, more than 2 full games yesterday, played in 1.
As a foul ball there by Pertel makes a count, go to 0-2.
Pertel 1 for 1 with a walk in this ball game.
She's going to take the 0-2 pitch high, moves the count to 1-2.
Good eye on that one. I think she could tell pretty much right away that one was not going to be in the strike zone.
See how far she's choked up on the bat right now. She's probably choked up about 2 notches on the bat. She's going to take the 1-2 high, moves the count even to 2-2.
You know, we've seen the past couple days, or yesterday especially, a lot of these batters were fighting off pitches and constantly foul tipping to try to get the count back in their favor.
As Pertel hits a fly ball to the right fielder there. That's going to be out number 1 of this inning. As the catch right there is by Brianne Hilty.
Berger 1 for 2 in this ball game so far. She's the only other Lady Ram with the hit. It was Purcell and Berger.
Slattery can't drop that one into the strike zone. It's going to be 1-0.
Well, that off speed looked very close to being a strike, but not quite.
The 1-0. It's going to be just inside there. It's going to move the count to 2-0.
That one definitely a ball, definitely inside there.
Berger stands in for the 2-0. Right down Main Street, strike 1.
Again, make her throw you a strike first. She just put 256 pitches on the board yesterday. Make her throw as many as she can.
As Berger hits a screamer. I'm up against the first base dugout as her teammate Connor Gilligan had to do a little shuffle there, hit the deck.
Duck and cover.
Counts now 2-2. The 2-2. Oh, just misses there by Slattery. Count moves to full there. 3-2.
Nice battle here in this at-bat.
Working hard, 1-8, working hard, let's go!
The 3-2. Cue shot's going to land foul as it hits the first base dugout.
Berger had to fight that one off. You know, we've seen, and I like the way that Slattery mixes things up in these kind of situations. We've seen her blow it past batters to get the strikeouts in this, just like she almost did there. And we've seen her throw some off-speed stuff as well in these situations.
As there's a good job there by Berger, just fighting off that pitch, just little indecisions, like it's not my pitch to hit here, just poke it foul, and you know what, we still have life. 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 2 there for the Bald Eagles. As stepping to the plate, the number 4 hitter and the first baseman for the Lady Rams. It's going to be Connor Gilligan.
Becca Slattery again showing you why she's the Atlantic Region Pitcher of the Year. She doesn't seem to get phased by anything. She really doesn't. She just picks up and keeps on going.
As Gilligan's going to hit one back to the screen there. Great catch there. You guys probably did not see it there at home. Great job there by the catcher Mathis. A little two-hop off the wall right here, catch of the bare hand. If she would have called bank, it would have just even been better. As the 0-1. Check swing, yes she did. It would have been a strike anyway. Counts moves to 0-2.
Slattery feeling it now a little bit.
Foul tipped there. Count's going to remain 0-2. As just another reminder here, our next game will be happening 40 minutes after this game. Is going to be between the Hilltoppers of West Liberty and the Mountain Lions of Concord.
That one, as you said before, an elimination game.
She struck her out. Throws her at the plate, and before you know it, we're through 5 here at the West Liberty Softball Complex. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 6th here on the West Liberty Sports Network. Back here, it's the bottom of the 6th inning here. No one wants to give up a run here. Maybe we'll see it this inning, maybe we'll not. We've been saying that the whole game. It's just an overall great softball game so far. You've seen it all, really, just besides that big hit that everyone needs. Yeah. There's a lot of good just striking the ball here and just being able to, just great defense right after. That's not much you can say about it.
And again, like we keep saying constantly, all the times that these balls are sharply hit, they're directly at a defender.
As now up to the plate, it's going to be Tracy Kromko.
Kromko walked earlier in this ball game.
Fly ball is going to get out of play here. Count moves to 1-1. The 1-1 here from Stocks. Going to be a high. Count moves to 2-1.
And this will be interesting to see with Stocks. You know, we saw it with Slattery yesterday, the amount of pitches she can throw and continue to go as we get late into this ball game for Stocks.
That pitch is going to be up and in for a ball. You also have to keep in the back of your head if you're either one of these teams. If we don't pull this game out, we have to play another game today, and we could go home if we don't win that one. That's a 3-1 from Stocks. It's going to be ball 4 high. We have a leadoff base runner here for the Bald Eagles, and it looks like they're going to have a pinch runner come in the game, which in this situation in the game, 1 run might win this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, especially the way Slattery's pitching right now. I would not put it past 1 run being enough
Tracy Kromko drawing the walk
for either one of these teams, honestly.
As a pinch runner is being put in the game.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen, pinch running at first base for the Bald Eagles, number 12, Sarah Sell.
As Sarah Sell comes in the game to pinch run for the Lady Bald Eagles. As that's going to roll the order now, as we have the top of the order here and that's going to be stepping to the plate. It's going to be Faith Seeley. Todd, if I had to bet some money here, I would say this one's going to be a bunt. Pulls back the bunt for a ball, counts 1-0.
I would say Shepard's banking on that as well, bringing the third baseman, Pertel, up very close.
So we saw a play that Shepard had earlier. If you just get a little bit of a push bunt here past the third baseman, everyone's going to be safe easily. The 1-0. Bunt's going to get down, fielded by the first baseman, Gilligan. Gets the lead runner out at second base. What a smart play there by the Lady Rams, and especially Connor Gilligan. Bunt doesn't do anything, but nevertheless, still we have speed on first base. The only difference is we have 1 out.
Gilligan smartly knowing she had time to get that ball to second base. So many times we see that situation, they still throw it to second when they don't have enough time to get it there in the first place, but they still let it go. That time it works.
As Chloe Kennedy, takes a strike there on the outside corner, count moves to 0-1. Stocks is 0-1. Fly ball in the infield. Gilligan's running after it. She's going to get it in foul territory for out number 2. And just when you think a rally is going to be happening, now there's 2 outs.
Yep, exactly what I was thinking. And don't look now, but you take a look at the flag, and it's still blowing a little bit from right to left, but a little bit more towards the outfield fence. Maybe a little bit of help there with the wind if they can pull this one.
As a little hit and run here, as that one's going to be caught by the right fielder, Cox. That's going to end the 6th inning. We're going to head to the 7th here. We are still scoreless here on the West Liberty Sports Network. Welcome back here. We're scoreless here in the top of the 7th inning. Something's got to give eventually. Yeah, at least you got to think.
Yeah, we're now into what is usually the final inning, but maybe not today. It wasn't yesterday.
As Lori Sturgill, tough play here at shortstop, and she's going to beat it out as we have a leadoff runner here for the Lady Rams.
Boy, that was still a good defensive play by Seeley, because it looked like that was an easy base hit, but in the end, it was very close for Sturgill. Almost didn't make it to first base.
As now up to the plate is going to be the catcher, Rachel Taylor. So looks like we might have another pinch runner coming into the game here.
Now it looks like we will get that pinch runner. And again, we talked about Shepard's ability to play small ball, and we saw it early in the game against Concord yesterday. We'll see if they can do it again.
So we saw it last inning, and it just didn't happen to work out for Lockhaven.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Pinch running for the Rams at first base, number 1, Stephanie O'Grady.
As Stephanie O'Grady comes on and is asked to run the bases here, which could possibly be the go-ahead run. As Taylor's going to pull back the bunts there, count moves to 1-0.
It's a little too high, and you know, in baseball they teach you a little high and inside. If they want to bunt, make it really difficult for them, but we'll see if Slattery tries to do that. That one was high, but not necessarily inside. That one was.
As Taylor gets it down here. as they have a runner in scoring possession with 1 out.
Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted to do. Everything went to plan there. And now they've got Seymour at the plate. She struck out once in this ball game. Has an opportunity to give the Lady Rams the lead.
Slattery, it seems like she hasn't given up a run in so many innings. Another bunt here. The Slattery's going to throw it on to first here. Now that go-ahead run moves to third base there. I question that decision a little bit there. Like, I know you want to get the runner to third base, but now you have 2 outs, and now you come up with your number 8 hitter here, Leanne Brown. She's going to have to get a base hit here.
Well, it's a big moment for a player that's down in the lower part of the batting order.
She goes to take the swing at it, moves the hands a little bit. She's going to let that one drop in there for a strike. As Slattery is no stranger to these high pressure moments.
Brown 0 for 2 so far in this ball game.
That pitch is going to be taken up and in. Count moves to 1-1. One from Slattery. Ground ball up the middle. Can she beat it out? Throw on to first is in time, and that's going to end the top of the 7th as we are still not at 0-0 to the bottom of the 7th. Can Lock Haven walk it off? You'll find out next here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
Now reaching over 100,000 homes, WLU TV 14, the Ohio Valley's educational access station.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
It's the bottom of the 7th. Here, Lock Haven has a chance to walk it off here. Todd, is there anything you see that's going to happen here? Lock Haven, we already know they can play in extra innings.
Oh, yeah, they're not afraid of extra innings by any means. You know, both these pitchers still going very, very strong. Slattery,
ladies and gentlemen,
again, faced a tough situation last inning and got out of it. She's been doing that nonstop these past 2 days, and now it's time for Stocks to do the same thing for her team. Taylor so far just given up 1 hit so far. Slattery's given up 3, but neither one has given up a run.
It just proves that we keep saying it, that if you're this far in the tournament, you're good. You see, we had extra innings yesterday between Lock Haven and West Liberty, and now we have tie score here 0-0. It just proves how good everyone is around this time of year. As Casey Carpenter takes a big hack of that one and swings and misses 0-1.
And Taylor Stock still got some zip on her pitches as well.
Pitch is going to be high, 1-1. As Stocks gets ready for the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
A little bit too outside. Carpenter, we've seen her fight off some pitches.
Foul back to the screen here. Count remains 1-2. As here on the West Liberty Sports Network, we're no strangers to extra innings or long games. 1-2 again. Inside and hits her. Just as good as a base hit at this point right here. As if I had to bet right here, we'll see another pinch runner come into the game, as that is the winning run on first base.
Absolutely, Will. You got a runner on, no outs, bottom of the last. Only need 1 to win.
Rachel Grykowski.
As Grykowski steps up to the plate here. knowing with the pinch runner in the game, going to put some speed on the bases here. A gap shot here could end it.
Absolutely could, and you know, Krakowski's no slouch at the plate. She's the designated player.
Her job is to hit.
Pinch running at first base for the Bald Eagles. Number 1, Stephanie O'Grady.
As Stephanie O'Grady back on again to pinch run for the Bald Eagles. Lady Rams are playing a bunt here. And that's what they're going to see. Oh, pokes it so far. They're going to get a double play out of this. And just when you think this, wait, there's a call here by the umpire at home plate. So no double play here as Krakowski was out of the box when she went to bunt it, so therefore she is out, and no double play as the play just doesn't happen.
And you don't see too much argument from either side. I think they know the umpire made the correct call, so good call on him.
As Amanda Chris now steps to the plate. That is a ball right there, but you have to kind of like the idea there.
Yeah.
Everyone is so close. If you see him just being able to drop that one in there, eventually it wouldn't have counted anyway.
Right.
But it was the right idea. Ball 2 outside.
Well, still with only 1 out, I was wondering if Chris would try to lay down a bunt. Try to take away, if anything, that double play opportunity.
The 2-0 here from Stocks. One hopper to the second baseman. 4, 6, no 3 there. Fielder's choice up the middle. 2 outs with a runner on first.
That double play we talked about almost just happened. Well, now, huge moment.
As that last play there, O'Grady had to freeze there as that ball was a little bit of a line drive, just a 1 quick hopper. As the catcher Mathis is up at the plate, as she takes a pitch for a ball there. She probably knows the strike zone better than anyone right now is with being the catcher.
Mathis 0 for 2 at the plate today.
Fly ball center field, and folks, don't change that dial. We're going to be here for extra innings. To the top of the 8th we go here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieve a lot of the financial burden.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro.
That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
Extra innings here at the West Liberty Softball Complex. As we've mentioned plenty times before, the winner of this game will head to the championship of this region, so that just puts a little bit extra of a crinkle into this game right now.
Absolutely does. The pressure is on. I think this game has been played long enough now. I don't think anybody's going to feel any nervousness as a player, but I bet you their fan bases are very much so.
As Morgan Cox steps up to the plate here for the Lady Rams. Corners in a little bit, knowing that she might slap the ball down the line. Takes a first pitch right down Main Street for a strike.
We're in that situation again. We're at the bottom of Shepard's order, where Cox, very similar type of hitter to Konopka, both fast, both can lay down the bunt. Both can run the bases very well.
That one's a ball, but like you said, it's like another leadoff hitter.
Yeah.
You don't want your last hitter to be your worst hitter in a way, because you know to get down to the bottom of the lineup, you want someone that's going to be able to knock in a run, and that's what Morgan Cox is. She's going to see the 1-1 pitch. Fouled it off to the left here. That one's just going to be off to the sideline there of the football field. Count as 1 and 2.
Lock Haven does have someone warming up in the bullpen.
As that's going to be a foul ball. Count remains 1 and 2. It really makes you wonder if they're going to keep Becca Slattery in the game here.
Right.
Going into pitching a lot here, as this will be her 23rd inning of work here at this tournament. You could say, oh, if that's for a whole tournament, that's not bad, but this is only 2 games.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's just 2 games. Back-to-back days.
The 1-2 from Slattery. Foul ball yet again.
You know, for a second there, it looked like that pitch might have hit her. I don't know. And again, at this point in the game, step into one if you can.
Pitch is going to be high. Count evens up to 2 and 2. The 2-2 from Slattery. It's going to be poked in the right center field. That one might get down. It will get down for a base hit as the Morgan Cox gets a lead-off single. Just the first time we've had one here. Hit it where they ain't. That one seemed like it was going to lay up in the air forever there. It just drops now. And now we've seen this one before for the past couple innings here. The Lady Rams have a lead-off runner with the go-ahead run on first.
Well, you know, all game long, all those well-hit balls were right at defenders, whether it's infield or outfield. This one, it looked like a pop-up that could easily be caught. Found that gap, though.
As Konopka lays down one up a little bit of spin, and everyone's going to be safe. As it looked like Slattery just didn't know what to do with the ball there. I think she would have let that one roll. It would have rolled foul. A little bit of backspin on it. And now here we go as Nicole Pertel steps up to the plate with a runner on first and second, nobody out, with their 3, 4, and 5 hitters waiting off to the side.
The meat of the order is up. Pertel, 1 of 2 today. She also has a walk, so either one of those, a hit or a walk, that helps this team.
As we've seen here throughout most of the Atlantic regional tournaments so far, so I imagine we're going to see a little bit of a bunt drop down here. You just saw one before. As you can tell, the bald eagle third baseman knows it's coming, and she's playing pretty far up here, especially if there might be a runner on third. You don't want to get too far up because that'll be an easy stolen base.
Yeah. Chloe Kennedy, a third baseman, ready.
Pertel does not bunt there. No double play there. Good play there by the second baseman for the bald Eagles, Kromoko. As that's going to bring up the shortstop now. The shortstop Ashley Berger.
Well, now I know I continue to say it, the inning-ending double play is in order for Lock Haven if they're able to pull it off.
First pitch to Berger is going to be high, 1-0. The 1-0. That's going to be a little infield fly rule there in the infield, as it's going to go to 2 outs now. And then the big hitter of yesterday, Connor Gilligan, steps up in a big spot here for the Lady Rams.
Oh, it's swing away all day long for her. An opportunity to be the hero.
Fly ball. It's going to get out of play for the first strike. One thing I've noticed in this game is it seems like they've had runners on first and runners on second with no outs. No productive outs for either team. No hitting one to the right side, move the run over and have a chance. All little bleeders in the infield that are making easy outs. As Gilligan looks for the old 0-1. She swings and misses. Count moves to 0-2.
Gilligan staying aggressive. Get some time to talk to the third base coach here. Just
trying to figure out what's going to be going on here. Just another reminder, after this game, 40 minutes later, we will have the elimination game between the West Liberty Hilltoppers and the Concord Mountain Lions.
Yeah, that'll be a good one as well. They're conference foes in the Mountain East Conference Tournament. We told you it's a rematch of the Mountain East Conference Tournament final. And everything on the line, a do-or-die ball game in that one.
As Gilligan settles in for the 0-2. She struck her out as we leave 2 runners in scoring position. That's it for the top of the 8th. In the bottom of the 8th, can Lockhaven walk it off here on the West Liberty Sports Network?
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
It's the bottom of the 8th here in the winner's bracket game here in the Atlantic Regional. Todd, what have you seen so far?
Well, I've seen a very, very good game. A pitcher's duel to the max. Stocks and Slattery just have been doing unbelievable things on the mound so far, and now they're going to have to face off against each other as Slattery's leading off.
As you just mentioned, Becca Slattery's got to step into the batter's box here, see if she can get something going for the Lady Bald Eagles. She's going to swing at the first pitch. It's going to go out of play, foul, 0-1. Slattery back in the box. Stocks with the 0-1. Another foul ball off the screen and out of play. 0-2 now.
Well, you're probably not going to see Lockhaven playing too much small ball, laying down too many bunts.
Ball just misses there. 1-2's the count now.
Stocks trying to get her to chase.
Fly ball in the infield. Stocks calls it. Gilligan comes in, does the right job, catches it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, good start for Shepherd defensively. And it's kind of just more of the same the way this game has been going. This is how this back and forth, nobody able to really do much offensively.
As Tracy Kromko steps into the box. Swing and a miss in the first pitch, 0-1. And if you're Concord waiting off to the side here, you're thinking, no, not again. We have to wait another 2 hours before we play. As that pitch there by Stocks going to be high for a ball.
I'll tell you this, if somehow, if Lockhaven wins this ball game, I don't know if it's really going to make much of a difference. We saw it today, it did not. But again, going into extra innings for Slattery, just again, the amount of pitches she's thrown today compared to yesterday, now going into tomorrow. But again, that's all going to be moot if they can't win. If Shepherd wins this one, I mean, the loser of this one, like you said, will have to play a doubleheader today.
A little bit of time to wait in between and think about it. But just what you're thinking about is we have to give everything we have for the rest of the way out here, because if we lose, we're done.
Yeah.
So 1-2. It's going to be up and out, 2-2. The 2-2. Foul tip, strike 3 called as we move to 2 outs, but that's going to roll the order for the lady for Lock Haven right now. As stepping into the plate, it's going to be the shortstop, Faith Seeley.
Eagles, shortstop number 15, Faith Seeley.
That's going to be a fly ball to left field. Not going to be a problem. Anyone say 9 innings? As we are here, we'll be back here for the top of the 9th year on the West Liberty Sports Network.
In life, there's a time for everything. If you're looking for an education, the time is now and the place is West Liberty University, where a quality education and career-based learning awaits you. The metro rate and $5 million in scholarships makes a quality education possible. We're living on campus, joining clubs, cheering for the Hilltoppers, and enjoying our beautiful campus give you the total college experience. It's all here at West Liberty University. Caring, quality, affordable, total college experience.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Leading off for the
We are here for the top of the 9th inning here at the West Liberty Sports Complex, as we're here at the softball field. As leading off the top of the 9th for Shepherd is going to be the left fielder, Lori Sturgill.
Well, she made the out, last out in left field last half inning. She's going to try not to make the first out of this half inning.
As she takes that first pitch for a ball. Foul ball back to the screen. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. Drops in there for a strike, 1-2.
Great off-speed pitch there. Fooled the batter Sturgill pretty badly. Now all of a sudden question marks in the mind.
Fly ball, it's going to get out of play. Count remains 1-2. The 1-2. It's going to be high. Count evens 2-2 to Sturgill.
Well, again, Sturgill, pretty decent pitcher in her own right. Doing everything she can to battle.
Slatter here with the 2-2. Fly ball center field. Lays up there for the center fielder. Now it's going to be out number 1.
Got to bring up the catcher, number 22.
Well, now
Taylor.
it is time for Rachel Taylor. She's 0 for 2 so far in this game. Taylor also a strikeout.
Ground ball to the shortstop here. Fires on to first, 2 away.
Good job defensively for Seeley.
Got to bring up the DP, number 16.
Now,
Seymour.
It'll be Seymour.
Seymour fouls that one off lightly to the left side. Count is now 0-1.
Shepherd being aggressive at the plate.
The 0-1 to Seymour. It's going to be high, 1-1.
I would like to see how Slattery's going to adjust if Shepherd continues to be that aggressive early in counts.
Seymour takes that pitch for ball 2, 2-1.
Go right at it, kid.
2-1 again. Ground ball up the middle. Slattery's going to take it. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Here on the West Liberty Sports Network. As we're back here for the bottom of the ninth inning here in the West Liberty Sports Network. Coming up this inning for the Lady Bald Eagles is going to be their 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Maybe this is their best opportunity to get something going here.
Yeah, but again, both of these pitchers still look very strong in late innings, or extra innings. Taylor Stocks doesn't look like she's got any less zip on those balls, just like Slattery.
As Chloe Kennedy is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Lady Bald Eagles. First pitch is going to be high for a ball, 1-0.
We'll see if Lockhaven tries to be as aggressive as Shepherd was last half inning.
The 1-0. It's going to be fouled back to the screen there, makes the count 1-1.
That one in on the hands, but still hittable. That's why Kennedy went after it. She's 0 for 3 so far in this ball game. Still the lone hit, just one hit so far for Lockhaven.
1-1. Cue shot to the right side is going to be caught by the second baseman Brown, and there's the first out.
Well, here comes the one-hit getter so far, Caputo.
Number 27, Rebecca Caputo.
She's 1 for 3 with a strikeout.
Caputo takes the first pitch up and in for a ball.
Yeah, to back away from that one just a tad. Almost clipped the face mask.
For everyone watching at home for the first time today, the sun is out. As it's going to be a fly ball hit in the infield, caught by the pitcher, Stocks. And there we have 2 down here in the bottom of the ninth.
And up again.
Number 44, Casey Carpenter.
First baseman Casey Carpenter, 0 for 2. Carpenter, the cleanup hitter.
As she hits a fly ball, it's going to go out of play. Count is 0-1. The 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Switch the ball out.
Stock on the rubber. The 1-1. In there for a strike, 1-2.
Now Carpenter's going to have to battle even more. 1-2, 2 outs. And an opportunity to end it with one swing.
The 1-2. Fouled back. Count remains 1-2. The 1-2 again. She struck her out. Did someone say 10 innings? We'll be back for the top of the 10th here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
In life, there's a time for everything. If you're looking for an education, the time is now and the place is West Liberty University, where a quality education and career-based learning awaits you. The metro rate and $5 million in scholarships makes a quality education possible. We're living on campus, joining clubs, cheering for the Hilltoppers, and enjoying our beautiful campus give you the total college experience. It's all here at West Liberty University. Caring, quality, affordable, total college experience.
It's the top of the 10th here at the West Liberty Softball Complex. Leading off the top of the 10th inning, it's going to be the second baseman, Leanne Brown.
Brown 0 for 3 in this ball game.
She takes that first pitch high for a ball.
Shepard now with 5 hits so far in this ball game. 5 for 30. Lockhaven still 1 of 28 as a team.
That pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 2-0. And just a reminder, this is Becca Slattery's 25th inning of work here at the Atlantic Regional.
In 2 ball games.
As Leanne Brown works the count to 3-0.
And we're getting to that point again in Shepard's batting order to where they're going to have this speedy type of players, the slap hitters up. 4-pitch walk.
Slattery might be tiring. We said that yesterday. Then she came back to prove us wrong where she started to throw the ball harder. There is someone out in the bullpen for Lockhaven right now.
There has been the past couple innings, but they just have not made the change.
Expect the bunt here as Morgan Cox, the right fielder, is up. No bunt attempt there. Takes a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Misses the bunt. That's going to get behind the catcher, and just like a bunt, a runner moves up.
Well, like you said, that runner moves, but no out. But it is 0-2 count. Morgan Cox, 1 of the 5 to get a hit so far in this ball game for Shepard. And if she gets another one here, that might be the first run of the ball game.
Poke to the right side. Fakes the tag. Second base is Leanne Brown, as they got a runner on second. Basically a bunt there, but again, another one of those situations. Not a productive out. If she puts it on the ground, there's a runner on third with 1 out. As that's going to roll the order now, as Caitlin Konopka steps up to the plate.
Konopka, 1 of 4, strikeout as well.
She fouls one back, count is 0-1.
Looked like the hit and run was on, but I could be wrong.
Something up the middle here. The middle is wide open on this.
Yeah.
The 0-1 from Slattery. Infield fly right here, mile high. They almost run into each other. It's going to be a catch by the catcher.
At this point, let's go. Call the ball.
As that's going to be 2 outs here in the top of the 10th. Again, another situation. Just when you think something is going, it is not.
Yeah, we've seen it so many times for Slattery in the past 2 days. And this defensive Lockhaven in some way, somehow escaping all of these opportunities for the other teams to take a lead or even win the ball game.
As Nicole Purtell steps up in another big spot here for Shepherd.
Purtell, 1 of 3 with a walk in this ball game.
Pitches in there for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I think most pitchers, this would be those moments where you grip that ball a little bit more tight. I don't think so for Slattery. I don't think she's too worried.
As that pitch is high, 2-1. It's almost at this point, this is what team's going to make the mistake first. Yeah. Pitch is in there for a strike, 2-2. Slattery is 2-2. Ground ball right side. Tough play for the second baseman. She is out. To the bottom of the 10th we go here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
Get connected with West Liberty University by following us on social media. Look up Discover West Lib on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. Stay connected with campus events, news, and information on your favorite social media platforms with videos and photos from around campus. Don't miss any of the Hilltop happenings. Get connected with West Liberty University today. Caring, quality, affordable. The total college experience.
Hi, I'm Courtney Yost. I'm a zoo sci major here at West Liberty. I've always loved animals, and I knew for a long time that I wanted to work with them. I didn't really know in what setting. I learned about West Liberty University Zoo Science program. I thought that would be awesome to get involved in, so I came here and I've loved it. In addition to our classes, we also have animals here on campus where we can get involved and learn how to take care of them with hands-on experience.
We are back here for the bottom of the 10th inning here at the West Liberty Softball Complex. Todd, something's got to give here soon.
Yeah, something's got to give, but we watched it go 15 innings yesterday between Lockhaven and West Liberty, so maybe it doesn't have to give anytime soon, but at some point it has to.
It's just one of these games. It's just no one can get that clutch hit at the moment.
Yeah. And again, that's great pitching. Taylor Stocks not being shy about it whatsoever, wanting to compete against the Atlantic Region Pitcher of the Year in Slattery, and she's doing every bit of that.
As Rachel Krakowski steps into the box for the Lady Bald Eagles, she takes the first pitch for a ball. Fouls the second pitch back for a strike, 1-1. Stockus has thrown as well as she has since the beginning of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Fly ball in the infield yet again. Called by the shortstop, Berger. That's going to be out number 1.
That'll bring up the left fielder, number 5, Amanda Chris.
As the left fielder, number 5, Amanda Chris, steps into the box.
Chris 0 for 3.
Fly ball left center field, and that's going to be up to against the wall. That's going to be a double, as there's a 1-out double there for Amanda Chris. Runner in scoring position for the Lady Bald Eagles. Let's see if they can do something with it.
This is going to be a huge moment. A pinch hitter is in.
Maddie Mathis.
And a stand-up double for Amanda Chris. 1 of 4, got her first hit in this ball game. Just the second hit given up by Stocks in this ball game. And just thinking about it, if somehow Lock Haven does get another base hit and Chris scores, to give up 3 hits in a ball game in 10, 11 innings and lose, that would be a tough pill to swallow. But this is what playoff softball and tournament softball is all about.
So if you're Stocks here, you just have to regroup here and just shake it off. As Stocks comes to the 0-0, pitches outside for a ball.
Pinch hitter Query, 33 into the ball game.
Said Query's in a big spot here. The 1-0. Outside for a ball. 2-0.
And first time seeing this pitcher. I've said it a million times, make her throw you a strike before you take a swing.
The 2-0 to Query. Swings, fouls back. 2-1. Stock with 2-1. Strike 2 sneaks in there. 2-2.
The battle continues, evened up now.
The 2-2. Ground ball left side. That's going to get through. And she's going to be held at third base. As the runner didn't go off with the pitch being hit. Time is going to be called. As here comes the player, the horse that gets you to this spot. Becca Slattery comes to the plate. If she can just put something and not get it hit into a double play here, this game could possibly be over, as we have another pinch runner. It's going to be going to third base, as you already know the third base coach there making the substitution, just saying hit a fly ball.
Oh yeah. And Chris, who was at third base, comes out for the pinch runner. You can understand her holding up at second base and that ball is hit directly to the shortstop or close to it. You don't want to be tagged out. It's a smart base running type of play. I know some people probably thinking, go. Smart to hold up there, because you never know, especially in a tight game like this, you don't want to give away that opportunity to have a runner in scoring position when nobody scored yet.
As it looks like there might be a substitution for Shepard too. They might be putting on a new arm. My situation, this is where if I was a coach in this situation, I pull out a little bit of a suicide squeeze, because nothing else is working right now.
Yep.
That looks like there might be a pinch runner at first base also. They're putting in a new left fielder here. I believe they're putting in the DP.
Yep.
Seymour, just to try to come and put a little bit of a stronger arm out in the outfield in case there is a play at the plate. You want to be able to get your best player in, just throw a BB in there to get a play at the plate, because it's going to have to be a great throw.
It's part that, and I think they also wanted to get Sturgill some throws to warm up before she came in relief for Stocks. But we'll see.
Thank you. Yeah.
As we mentioned, there is going to be a pinch runner at first base.
And Cassie Curry getting a big congratulations, big round of applause from the Lock Haven fans here at the West Liberty Softball Complex, and deservedly so.
As the infield should be in here, because if they don't get it out here at the plate,
Yep.
As the home plate umpire goes over to the PA press box over there, giving all the lineup changes to the PA announcer Mark Delbrook here today.
And boy, so like you said, so far, 25 innings pitched for Slattery in 2 days, in 2 games.
Eagles at first base, number 14, Elizabeth.
We talk about how good a pitcher she is, and then, wouldn't you know, she is the one with the opportunity at the plate to win the ball game with a walk-off hit.
Number 3, Becca Slattery.
Slattery, like you just mentioned, are going to be intentionally walking her to load the bases.
And that shows you the respect they have for her as a batter, because they've already got a double play situation available to them with a runner on first.
I believe they're going for the force play at home.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit easier than having to get a tag.
And we'll see if Sturgill comes in to pitch for Stocks after she gives the intentional walk.
As Stocks gets ready to throw the 4th wide one. And there's the walk right there. As you see a Shepherd coach run down there to see if Sturgill is ready to come into the game. As they're going to look to buy a little bit of time, they're out on the mound.
Yeah, and they're definitely looking over to the side to see if
the home plate umpire sees what's going on here. He's going to stop that commotion. As the head coach is going to be coming out, and it looks like they'll be making the pitching change.
Yep.
As the book is not yet closed on Stocks, but a great performance by her today. As Sturgill's going to inherit the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 10th with 1 out. Not the easiest situation to come into.
No, not at all, but you know, we saw her pitch really well against Concord yesterday.
I got faith in you, Trace.
But as we move forward here, we're going to let the pitcher warm up, and we'll be back here for the next batter here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
Now reaching over 100,000 homes, WLU TV 14, the Ohio Valley's educational access station.
Welcome back here. As we just mentioned, we have Sturgill coming into the game to pitch here in this situation. Bottom of the 10th, bases are loaded, 1 out, nowhere to put them. A big situation here.
Well, somebody's going to be the hero, somebody's going to be the GOAT. Is it going to be a batter? Is it going to be a pitcher? We already have the Rams on one side.
As Tracy Kromko stepped into the plate. She takes the first pitch right down Main Street for a strike. Sturgill's 0-1. It's going to be high and out for a ball.
and try to get her to chase something.
Can cut the tension with a knife. The 1-1. Fouled straight back. Count moves to 1 and 2.
Again, Lock Haven do anything to avoid that double play.
Just a base hit, Trace, is all we need. Base hit.
Lori Sturgill's 1-2. Outside, barely misses. Count moves to 2 and 2.
There we go. Now it's getting really interesting. How many foul balls have we seen? You think Kromko's not going to fight off every single one of these pitches to try to get to that 3-2 count?
The 2-2. Pokes it to the right side. It's going to drop foul. It's probably another one of those situations you don't want to catch that one just because that would probably be an easier play for Lock Haven to score a run.
Absolutely correct, especially with Gilligan's back turned to the plate when she would have caught that. So, yeah.
I don't know, some of the plays she's made so far,
That's true.
she could have probably pulled something off like that. Again, the 2-2. She doesn't like the pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball to the pitcher. She's going to go home here, out at home. As we continue on here, bases loaded with now 2 outs. Gonna need a base hit.
Lynn, the pinch runner, number 14 on third base now, could be the winning run up to bat. The top of the order.
That's gonna be the shortstop, Faith Seeley.
Number 15, Faith Seeley.
She's still looking for a hit in this ball game. Just 3 of 32 in the ball game for Lock Haven.
Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1.
And Sturgill not going to make things easy for her either.
It's going to be low for a ball, 1-1. You're also the case here, if you're Sturgill, you don't want to throw anything too good because they're going to hit it, but if you don't throw them anything to hit, you might walk them, and that might end the game itself.
Right.
The 1-1. Fouled back, 1 and 2. The 1 and 2. Ground ball going to be foul. Seeley steps in the box. The 1-2. Outside for a ball, 2-2, and she thought about it.
You see these all the time. Batters' eyes get big as silver dollars, and all of a sudden it drops off the plate.
Deuce is wild here. The pitch. She struck her out just when you think we could have something else going. We're heading to the 11th here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
In life, there's a time for everything. If you're looking for an education, the time is now and the place is West Liberty University, where a quality education and career-based learning awaits you. The metro rate and $5 million in scholarships makes a quality education possible. We're living on campus, joining clubs, cheering for the Hilltoppers, and enjoying our beautiful campus give you the total college experience. It's all here at West Liberty University. Caring, quality, affordable, total college experience.
It's the top of the 11th here at the West Liberty Softball Complex. And no one wants to score, Todd.
No. It's just, I think they're allergic to it. I'm not sure. A lot of it's the pitching, though. I mean, we've got some stellar pitchers on both of these teams. And there's a lot of pride as well. Nobody wants to give up that run. It's become that. I think it's more than just playoffs and, you know, who's going to get their first loss at this Atlantic Region 1. A lot of it's pride.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen, defensive changes back.
As
Re-entry.
Ashley Berger is going to step up to the plate for Shepherd. But just another reminder, if everyone keeping count at home, this is going to be Slattery's 26th inning pitched here at the Atlantic Regional. If there's a record, I think she's going for it.
And her second game still isn't done.
Berger, base hit left side. We've said it plenty of times, this might start the rally, but I feel like I'm just lying to myself now.
Yeah, a little bit. That's kind of what it feels like. Berger now 2 of 5 in this ball game. She is the lone player with multiple hits. But look out, and who's up?
Yes, it's going to be the first baseman, number 13, Connor Gilligan. As they're going to be putting some speed on the bases here, using everyone in the game. That's number 14 coming in to run.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Pinch running for the Rams at first base, number 14, Allison Baker.
As Allison Baker lace up those cleats and come back out here on the field. And it's a go-ahead run at the moment. So, as we can both imagine here, Connor Gilligan's probably not going to bunt.
No, I'd assume not, but there it is.
Another good one. And she is out at first. No one at third base. They're going to move up. Great base running there by Ashley Baker, just coming into the game and being smart. As a left fielder kind of got ran into as she was running around third base. That might have been the best sacrifice bunt we've seen today. Move up 2 bases instead of 1.
Just some confusion on the part of the infielders there for Lockhaven. And now Sturgill, who shut down Lockhaven when the bases were loaded, has an opportunity to knock in an RBI herself.
With 1 out, who's going to get the clutch hit? Who's going to get the clutch hit? She's going to look at the first pitch down low for a ball.
Sturgill 1 of 4, 1 strikeout in this ball game.
Infield in for the Lady Bald Eagles. She's going to take strike 1 right down the middle. As the wind picks up again. Slattery on the rubber, the 1-1. Suicide squeeze attempt misses. Baker scrambles back to third base. The count is 1-2.
Pitch just a little bit too high for that suicide squeeze.
Really confusing a call of a suicide squeeze there. Infield is in. Count remains 1-2. The pitch. Up and out. Ball 2, 2-2.
Sturgill. Again, big moment here. She had one on the mound. Can she do it at the plate? And the middle is wide open.
Leaves it up 3-2.
Shepherd trying to put themselves in the championship game tomorrow afternoon.
The 3-2. Fouled back. No one's wanting to give up anything. As we'll come here and we'll try again. Another 3-2. Pitch. Q shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Shepherd, and they're going to take the lead here in the top of the 11th.
Well, it took 11 innings to finally, double-digit innings to finally get a run from somebody, and Sturgill, clutch as they come, to come in late in a game like this, to get on the mound and pitch as well as she did and keep the bases loaded situation from costing them a run, and then to deliver that RBI. Can't say much more than that. Unbelievable.
As I believe the phrase is cool as the other side of the pillow. But right now it's going to be her catcher at the plate, Rachel Taylor. That pitch will drop in for a strike, 0-2.
Sturgill now 2 of 5 with the RBI.
Come on, Trey. There we go, pitch. Come on, Haven.
Foul ball off to the left side. Count will remain 0-2. Oh, 2 again. Line drive, fair ball down the left field line. They're waving Sturgill home. She will score with ease, and our score is now 2-0.
Clutch hitting by Shepherd here late. And they can continue to add more on. Is just a tremendous job by Taylor to not only get the RBI in, but get herself into scoring position as well. So once again, it's Shepherd with a runner in scoring position and only 1 out.
Yes. So a little bit of a discussion out there with the umpires.
It's more of a get-back coach, kind of like football on the sidelines. Don't come out of the dugout until the play is called dead. So just a little, it's just like football sideline warning. You can hear it here in the crowd as well, a little bit of a sideline warning.
With all that excitement, even when I played baseball, we were playing down at the state tournament, that didn't matter either. When the play was still going on, everyone gets up because everyone wants to congratulate their teammate.
Number 16, Tori Seymour.
As Tori Seymour, who entered into play left field last inning, has another big RBI spot here. 2 runs. You might think that might be it, but you never know.
Yeah.
Fly ball left center field. It's going to be caught, as that will be the 2nd out of the inning.
Now Leanne Brown is up. She's 0 for 1, but 0 for 3 with a walk.
2 outs here in the 11th. Showing bunt will pull back. Takes a pitch right down the middle for a strike, 0-1.
I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised this happened to Slattery just because she's pitched so well. And the 2 games in 2 days, it's starting to look like she was unhittable.
Count is now 1-1. If the score holds true, we might see her pitching later today.
Yes.
Right here, kid.
Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2. One-two. Base hit to left field. Oh, left fielder falls down. That's going to be another run for Shepherd. Brown's coming to third, and she is in with the triple.
Unfortunate for Lock Haven to have Chris slip and fall right as she was about to make the catch that would have ended the inning. Another run comes in, and again, the player with the RBI gets herself into scoring position. This time, not just second base, third base, even closer. And Shepard, although this time with 2 outs, has another runner in scoring position.
Just clutch hitting there. Unfortunate what happens out in left field, but I think it would have gotten down anyway. But it would have only been a base hit instead of a triple. As that's going to bring up Morgan Cox. Pitches inside for a ball, 1-0. The multiple chances for both teams. Pitches in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, something's got to give at some point. And it finally did for Lock Haven, and Shepard able to get those runs on the board in bunches.
As it's going to be a foul ball there, count will go to 1-2.
Well, Morgan Cox, 1 of 4 in the game.
The 1-2. Checks her swing, count goes to 2-2. The 2-2, 2 outs. Slattery's pitch. Q shot up the middle, and that's going to end the inning there with a great catch there by Seeley. Shepard gets 3 here in the top of the 11th. We'll be back to see if Lock Haven can answer here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
Get connected with West Liberty University by following us on social media. Look up Discover West Lib on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. Stay connected with campus events, news, and information on your favorite social media platforms with videos and photos from around campus. Don't miss any of the Hilltop happenings. Get connected with West Liberty University today. Caring, quality, affordable. The total college experience.
Hi, I'm Courtney Yost. I'm a zoo sci major here at West Liberty. I've always loved animals, and I knew for a long time that I wanted to work with them. I didn't really know in what setting. I learned about West Liberty University Zoo Science program. I thought that would be awesome to get involved in, so I came here and I've loved it. In addition to our classes, we also have animals here on campus where we can get involved and learn how to take care of them with hands-on experience.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen.
We are back here for the bottom of the 11th inning here. Shepard gets 3 in the top of the half of the inning. Now let's see if Sturgill can finish what she started here. Gave herself the lead. See if she can continue the win for herself.
Yeah, she did that yesterday against Concord. That one didn't take as long and was a little bit more decided in terms of score. Now it's 3-0 against Sturgill. Huge in getting that RBI at first one. And now she's going to see if she's able to close the door on the rest of this Lock Haven team. Again, the loser of this ball game will play the last ball game today, hopefully, weather permitting and things of that nature. Light permitting as well. If the second game goes as long as this one, we may have to wait until tomorrow to play the third game.
Leading off for the Bald Eagles, third baseman number 8, Chloe Kennedy.
As Chloe Kennedy is going to try to lead off the comebacks. Ground ball to the third baseman. Fires on to first, and there's one down.
First pitch swinging, not working that bad.
Got to bring up center fielder number 27, Rebecca Caputo.
And again, they need base runners here, down by 3.
As Becca Caputo steps up to the plate here.
Caputo, 1 of 4.
Swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. As it seems like Sturgill's throwing with some heat right now.
I think that adrenaline is flowing. The confidence is there, and they can taste that championship game.
And she struck her out. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
That'll bring up first base number 44, Casey Carpenter.
As the number 4 hitter up for Lock Haven, it's going to be the first baseman, Casey Carpenter.
Carpenter looking for her first hit in this ball game.
Sturgill's first pitch goes a little high and wide for a ball.
Hey, let's finish, Steve. What he said?
The 1-0 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-0. Oh, barely misses, 3-0. As base runners are a luxury right now for Lock Haven. The 3-0. Taken for a strike, 3-1.
Smart move there by Carpenter. It's what you're taught. 3-0 count, make him throw a strike.
The 3-1. That's going to be a base hit for Carpenter. Game's not over yet.
She gets her first hit of the ball game. And it's one of the biggest moments.
Rachel Grykowski.
As Rachel Grykowski steps up to the plate here.
She's also looking for her first hit in the game.
Sturgill's first pitch is going to be fouled off to the right. Count will go to 0-1.
Way to jump on it, Rach. Way to jump. Come on, Rach. Hey, working hard defense.
Fly ball also will be foul off to the right side. 0-2. The Lady Bald Eagles are down to their last strike. The 0-2. Just high, 1-2.
Looked like she wanted to swing, smartly decided against it, but it looked like she wanted to give that a go.
The 1-2. It's going to be poked, just fouled, just a little early on it, but that would have been extra basis if it lands fair.
And you saw that she even hesitated a little bit before she hit it anyways. It would have been even more foul, but she gave a little bit of hesitation. Just couldn't quite hold up long enough.
Sturgill looking to end the game here. The 1-2. Fouled off again. Even with the 3-run deficit right now, the Lady Bald Eagles aren't willing to quit.
Well, it's double elimination, so they're still going to play. They're still in it, even if they lose this game.
Foul ball right there at the end. A quick little tip. Count remains 1-2. Sturgill with the pitch. Outside, 2-2.
Well, even count now. Puts a little bit more pressure on Sturgill on the mound.
She struck her out. We'll finish it up, and Lady Rams are heading to the regional final, which will be tomorrow. As for Lock Haven, they will play the winner of our next game, which will be coming on in 40 minutes. They'll play the winner between West Liberty and Concord. But again, just another great game. Todd, what were your thoughts about this whole game?
Again, just two wonderful teams playing against each other. The pitching defensively today, just again, unbelievable between the combination of Stocks and Sturgill for Shepherd and Slattery. I mean, just tremendous. Another several extra inning game, 11 innings it goes. Just a really good inning for that Shepherd offense that played so well yesterday against Concord. It finally came out. They get that victory, and they move on to the Atlantic Region 1 championship here at West Liberty. But again, this Lock Haven team, the Slattery, not done yet. They'll play later on today. And they'll take on the winner of either Concord or Concord and West Liberty, and the loser of the Concord-West Liberty game here in about 40 minutes. Their season is over.
As you heard it here, 40 minutes will be our next game here. Stay tuned and turn back in here on the West Liberty Sports Network.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCAA's consent is prohibited.